the Fighters channel, the Trainers channel, the People's channel. And today we're going to be doing a little interview with my guy, Hall of Famer, fighter, Buddy McGirt. He'll be training Callum Smith for the Art to Better Be fight this weekend. So that's a big fight for a title in the light heavyweight division. So I think this is going to be a great interview right about now. And then also there's so many different talks. Just seen this Teofimo López interview with Michelle Phelps, calling out Crawford, kind of like, letting everybody know that Crawford kind of like cherry picked the situation. I want to know what y'all thoughts are on that in the comment section. Hopefully you guys like the new setup. Make sure you guys smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. And then in the same time, in the same note, salute to everybody, Rich Banks, El Cotto, everyone that's coming into the live. Salute to each and every single one of y'all. My things also, we're going to be talking about, the heavyweight division a little bit. Also, asking Buddy McGirt so many different questions, but then also getting into the call-in show later on after the segment. We're going to be, tapping in on IG Live. You guys will be able to see all the people that are talking on the screen right here. And then in the same time, but we're going to finish by starting to do this interview with Buddy McGirt first. Something classy, something, what we do out here in Millcityboxing, but then give you guys something a little bit new with the call-in show with the Instagram. Nevertheless, getting into the topic with Teofimo López and Terrence Crawford while we wait for Buddy McGirt to come in. It's a tough situation because it's both of these guys are like in the top 5. I would like to say top 10. Yeah, they're in the top 10. Those are 2 pound-for-pound fighters in my behalf, Teofimo López and Terrence Crawford. Watching Teo, go off of what he's been saying as far as, Terrence Crawford's been cherry picking, and I feel like in boxing, a lot of this stuff when it comes to cherry picking, it goes into, if you're fighting an opponent that's not necessarily shouldn't be in there with you, or for instance, maybe somebody has gotten hurt or whatever the case may be, and that, or they're going through a surgery and then you pick on that fight, or they're coming off of a big KO loss, those type of similar things. Teofimo López kind of like, named 3 of the big wins that Terrence Crawford has had and kind of like threw it under the bus and kind of said, hey, he's not impressed. So, seems to me that Teofimo López is really serious upon fighting a fight with Terrence Crawford. Now, in the comments, let me know what y'all think, and also smash the like button. It will improve the visibility of the show. But what are your thoughts? Teofimo López, Terrence Crawford. Obviously, we've seen the situation with Terrence Crawford. Obviously, he has a rematch clause with Errol Spence. Does that fight even happen? We don't know. I don't know. I don't think it happens. I mean, I don't think it's a smart thing to do. But if you want to be blind, it's a possibility you can be blind. What do y'all think about the matchup specifically, though, with Teofimo López and Terrence Crawford? Guys that, I think, Terrence Crawford started his career at 130 pounds. Now, that's where Teo kind of was in the amateurs, you know what I mean? I mean, Teo weighed even lighter in the amateurs. So these guys, I mean, my behalf, it's just salute to everybody in the live as well. I love the fact that Teo wants to go out there and call out the best and want to always be fighting the best, testing himself. Like you could see that that's what Teo's always all about, and I like that about Teo. I could really dig that about Teo. You know what I'm saying? But we're talking about the pound for pound #1 best fighter of the world. Teofimo is doing this with, and going off of like that interview that I spoke upon with Breadman, and we got Buddy McGirt on the live right now. So we're gonna get into this interview, and then we're gonna get back into that boxing talk as well. Make sure you guys smash a like button. Here he is. How we doing? How we doing, champ?
Hey, what's up, baby? How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. How are you doing?
I'm good, man. Out here in Canada in the snow.
How is it? It's we're in New England over here, so I'm not too far. But yeah, the snow's been hitting. Oh yeah, that's how my backyard looks right now, for sure.
So yeah, man. So this is what we go dealing with right now.
Mm, mm.
What's going on in your end, man?
Man, everything good, man. Just entering the new year. Excited, just knowing that we had a great year already, 2023. Um, but very excited for you guys right now for this weekend. I remember talking to you, right? I talked to you about this fight, and you're like, we gotta wait until we get there. Now we're here. So talk to me. I mean, obviously this was rescheduled,
Yeah.
So you. What do you think about Better Beef?
I mean, listen, Better Beef is a very good fighter. Um, I mean, he's beating everybody put in front of him, so it's not an easy task. But we got to do what we got to do Saturday night.
Um, as far as the type of fighter he is, obviously people see that most of the fights or all the fights don't end in 12 rounds. So people kind of like don't see the little things in what he does. What do you see in Better Beef's arsenal that you guys are like looking at?
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, I've never seen him like actually fight. I just watch clips. You know what I mean? I just watch clips. I never sat and studied him. I never done that. So I really couldn't answer that. I know he's strong. I know that he closes the show well and he puts on tremendous pressure.
So
And he
come
gets strong. He gets stronger as the fight goes on.
Okay. So coming into this fight, are you saying you haven't really done much film study?
Nah, I
Oh,
don't. I don't do that. I don't do that. Nah.
okay, okay. Um, Eddie Hearn has predicted knockout with the right hand. What do you think about Eddie Hearn's prediction?
But I just want to. I'm predicting victory. I don't care if we get a right hand, right foot, left foot. I don't give a damn how we get it, as long as we get it, and that's the goal. You know, I mean, we're not looking to get it with a right hand or anything uppercut. We just looking to get the win.
Hmm. Skill for skill, obviously. Callum's only loss is Canelo Alvarez. Uh, that's a guy that is probably the best when it comes down to IQ and skill in the sport. What do you have to say as far as where Callum took away from that fight to this fight coming up? Because the last two opponents after, I gotta say, they're no Arthur Better Beef.
Right, exactly. I agree with you. I didn't see. I never saw the Canelo fight. I didn't have him when he fought Canelo. I never saw the fight, so I really I don't know what happened in that fight. I know his arm got messed up, but for me to like try to take anything from it, I can't because I didn't see it.
Mm, okay, okay. So, um, you know, how many fights you've been with Callum the last two fights, right?
Yeah, this is my third fight with him.
Okay, and these are two KOs in a row, right?
Yes.
Right. Uh, as far as I know that's not much time as a coach working with one person, but tell me, where have you seen the growth in Callum now working with you?
I mean, I've seen the growth in little areas because he just needed like little tweaking, nothing major. You know what I mean? And the key was to make little corrections and to make his biggest assets work better for him. You know what I
Okay.
mean? To enhance it and just make little minor corrections because he's been doing it for so long. To try to change him totally, it's not going to work.
Right. Right. What do you think? Without spilling the game plan, what do you think is the keys to victory in your mind as your team is concerned
Well,
coming in?
it's funny. It's funny. Like the other day, I did an interview, and I said, look, we got to get his respect. And 20 people hit me. Oh, that's a stupid game plan. I never said I never said the game plan. I just said we got to get his respect. I don't care
Mm-hmm.
how we get it, but the key is to get it. You know what I mean? If you call that a game plan, then that's a problem. You know what I mean? But
Mm-hmm.
that's I mean, but you got to make a guy respect you. If not, he's gonna walk. He's gonna walk over you.
Right. Um, as far as Canada is concerned, this is Callum's hometown, correct?
No, this is better be of hometown. We're fighting that.
Better bees. I'm sorry. So, do you feel like you guys have to do a little bit more to get this victory?
We don't put no emphasis on that because that could really
Because
that
didn't
could
they
probably
sign
hinder
the
you.
Bevo fight already?
Huh?
Didn't they already sign the Bevo fight already as well?
That I don't know. I couldn't answer that. I don't know. I don't get caught up in all that. All
Okay.
I'm saying is that right now I'm ain't concerned. I'm not worried about the judges. I'm not worried about getting a fair shake. I don't stress none of that. I'm just worried about us getting there doing what we have prepared to do and get it done.
Mm. Um, this is obviously going to be an upset. How do you feel like as far as you're concerned as a coach working on these conditions?
Well, look, I just want to. I don't think about that. You know what I'm saying? I don't put no. I'm not gonna waste my energy thinking about stuff like that. You know what I mean? I'm going to focus on what we have to do. So I'm not gonna waste my energy focusing on that because then I won't be able to sleep, and what I mean that's not good for me.
Mm-hmm. 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 Um, as far as the card is concerned, like I haven't really brief looked at it. Who else is on the card?
I couldn't tell you
Okay, main focus is where you're at right now. Now, how long
exactly.
has the training camp been?
6 weeks.
6 weeks.
Yeah, we spent 6 weeks in the UK and then 1 week here, so it'll be 7 weeks.
Okay, and then prior to that, to like the layoff, I mean, like he's been in shape, really, really, kind of like ready to go. It seems like Callum don't really get out of shape.
Now he had 2 fights canceled in the last year, so I mean, that's part of the game. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. How's Canada
I
besides the
just showed
cold?
you. It's cold. It was -23 last night.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was cold.
Oh man. So you're gonna be trying to get out of there as soon as possible.
Yeah, I can't wait, man.
So, coach, a lot has been going down, like since I've spoken to you. I remember speaking to you about the lightweight division. You spoke upon Shakur Stevenson. You felt like he was like the top guy from 130 to 140. Obviously, his last performance wasn't a great one. What do you still feel the same way?
Yeah, I mean, listen, everybody has off days. You know what I mean? The key is to find a way to get the job done, and he did that. I didn't see the fight. I heard about it, but okay, he had a rough day. I mean, it comes with the territory, man. When Michael Jordan can't score 50, he still finds a way to get the job done.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's what separates the champions from the wannabe champion.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
I think that I mean, every fight's a learning experience. And I think something like that is going to make Shakur a better fighter.
Yeah. Um, do you have any fighters other than Callum fighting this weekend that
No, just Callum. Just Callum. That's it.
okay, cool, cool, cool. When we talk about this 140 division that's been really hot lately, coach, talk to me as far as the top guy at 140.
Uh,
You got
right
Rolly
now, Devin
Romero,
Haney.
you got
De-
Devin
De-
Haney, Rolly
Devin Haney's the
Romero.
top.
Te-
Devin Haney's the, Devin Haney's the top guy.
you got him over Tio and everybody.
Teo's at 142.
Absolutely, he just beat Josh Taylor.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's
He
right.
got the
That's right.
lineal. He got the lineal belt.
Oh, I didn't. I know he beat Josh, but I didn't know it was at 140.
Yep.
I mean, I got to go right now. I think the best right now 140 is Devin.
Mm. Mm. What do you? What do you? What? Why do you per se say that?
How easily he beat Regis.
You believe
I
Regis
mean,
was the top guy?
I've always had high. I've always thought highly of Regis.
Okay.
I've always thought highly of Regis, and when I seen that how easy Devin beat him, I was like, damn.
Hmm. Okay. Even Teo, he actually made Josh Taylor look pretty easy as well.
Oh yeah, that was like a walk. Yeah, he did beat him. He did, but him beating Josh. Not too many people were surprised he beat Josh.
Hmm. Really?
You know what I mean?
I thought that. Well, you did. I remember interviewing. I know you had Teo, but
Yeah, I had
you
Tio.
was
Yeah,
you weren't. Not a lot of people were saying that though.
right. I thought. I mean, I just didn't think Josh could beat Tio at 35, 40, 45, 50. I mean, Tio can fight, man. Tio's the real deal.
And you've been hearing about this Subriel Matias lately.
Now that's a beast. That guy's a beast. He is definitely someone you got to look out for.
It seems
I
scary.
had a guy. God bless Max Dadishon, but Max fought him. That was the kid Max fought when he died.
Correct.
That guy's a beast, man. He's a beast, man. He is. I mean, and I know it's funny when they showed me a tape of him. Max sent me a tape of him when Max was getting ready to fight him. I said, this guy's a fucking beast. I said that then. I mean, and now he's just showing it more and more each fight. I
So
mean, and
where
I don't think no one's gonna. I think no one's gonna fight him, man. You don't see nobody mentioning him.
no, nah,
I mean, nobody wants to fight him, man. His name does not come out of nobody mouth. Not one person's called him out.
that's right.
I mean,
That's right. That's right. That's right. Yeah, man.
he's a killer, man.
I've been putting his name out there for quite some time now, letting people know about him, and literally a killer for sure. And rest in peace to you said Max.
Yeah, he's a beast, man. Yeah, I mean, Max. When Max came to the corner, Max said, "Yeah, his punches hurt." I mean,
When you were preparing Max for Subred, what was the main thing with game plan and what just went out the window?
he was too strong, man. He was just too strong. Max couldn't keep him off of him. I
Okay.
mean, it was just too strong. I mean, he's just. I mean, he's that guy, man. He's that guy. Like when he's coming forward, Jack. I mean, he was too strong. Max told me. I mean, he said, "Buddy, the guy's too strong." I mean,
So
so when your fighter's telling you that, you're like, okay, well, we got to find a way. If not, I'm gonna stop the fight. But the guy, man, he was each round put on the gas more and more, and I was like, damn. I mean, so he's definitely that guy you got to look out for.
and what round did you stop that at?
I don't remember, to be honest. I think it was ninth, 10th. I'm not sure.
Late, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, as far as like that, because that was a wild story that people heard, like, and people were wondering with the brain trauma and stuff like that, and passings of boxers. People wonder why it doesn't happen right away, and it happened after, like when he was in the hospital. Correct.
Right.
So was
But
he absolutely normal, coach, after the fight, or was he a little bit?
no, when I stopped the fight, um, they had no they the ambulance didn't have a stretcher by ringside. He had to walk to get on the stretcher. And people saying that's what, of course, he started throwing up. And this doctor looked at me and said, "That's not a good sign, buddy. When a guy's throwing up like that, it's not a good sign."
Whoa, really?
Yeah, his doctor told me because the doctor looked at me and goes, "Buddy, that's not a good sign. He's throwing up. It's not a good sign."
Wow.
Yeah,
That's so that's a sign of possibly
yeah.
wow. So, what had happened, coach, after like
After
explain.
he went to the hospital and he never came out of it. I had gotten phone calls saying that he had a previous injury. So people were telling me, but I'll never know the truth. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to believe, what not to believe.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, this is crazy business, man. So, it's just a matter of, you know, I mean, you just got to know your fighter and you got to know when to pull the plug if things are not going well in the fight.
And do you feel like that was the right time?
Oh yeah, he didn't want me to stop it, but I knew in my mind that I was stopping him when he came back to the corner. I asked him out of respect. I said, "Listen, I'm going to stop," and he's like, "No, no, no." But my mind was made up that I was stopping it.
What like so did you see it like towards like the sixth round that you already had thoughts of it? Like what when was the
Yeah,
thought?
round seven, I was like, "I'm going to stop this,"
And he
because
refused?
yeah, because nothing Max hit even made him blink,
Oh, so he got a hell of a chin.
and you could see him getting stronger and stronger as the fight was going on. So it's like shit, you know.
Who does he remind you of, coach?
It's hard to say, man. I can't offhand right now. I can't think. Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, I can't. It's hard to because I haven't seen a guy put pressure like that constantly in a long time.
So the is it the punching power as well with with the pressure, or is it more the volume and the pressure?
It's a little bit of everything.
It's a
The
little because
volume, the
people are
punching
saying
power.
his hands are heavy.
Yeah, he's very heavy-handed. He's very strong. You can look at him and tell he's strong, man. You know what I mean?
Mm,
And he's a big 40 pounder.
yeah.
He's a big 40 pounder. So man, I wish him well. I hope he gets that opportunity to fight for the title. He deserves it.
Well, he has the IBF.
Oh, he does. Oh, he's got the IBF title. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's a
okay.
champion. He's a champion. That's
Well,
why
then I
when
think
you
he's he,
when you said
he
he was
deserves a mega fight. Then he deserves a mega fight.
right. Because when you said hey, like they're not gonna want to fight him, he's even champion, and people are not.
That's
They're
even that.
saying that they're gonna send offers, but this he just got a hand injury right now. You know,
Right.
so he'll be back. But now there's a lot of fights being taking place because people can't just wait on other people for injuries, right?
Nah.
So now that being said, you still believe Devin Haney over Subriel?
Oh yeah, I'm still going with Devin.
Okay, okay. So we got this fight coming up February 8th. Jermaine Ortiz versus Teofimo López. What do you think about the fight?
Jermaine Ortiz. I never seen him fight.
Yo, you didn't see him fight Lomachenko?
Jermaine.
Jermaine Ortiz, yeah, he fought
Nah, I
Lomachenko.
never seen. I never seen him fight.
Okay. So if you had to rate those, if I'm gonna tell you the champions and you're gonna rate them. Obviously, you said Haney's number one in your behalf.
Tio's next. Tio.
Tio, then you got Subriel and Rolly.
Subriel.
Okay. Do you think Ryan could beat Rolly?
Yeah.
Hmm. You hesitated. All right.
Yeah, I
So
think he could.
is it like a 50-50? Is that why you hesitated?
I say it's a 50-50 fight.
Hmm. Why?
I'm not impressed by Rolly. Not knocking him. I'm not knocking him. He has a very awkward style.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's a very awkward style, and he gets the job done. But I don't know, man. I mean, Ryan lost to Tank, Everybody saw that, but he lost to Tank. That's Tank, man. They both lost to Tank. You know what I mean? So, but I think that all around skill wise, I think Ryan could beat Rolly.
Mm. Mm. Um, that seems like a fight that might happen. Um, were you able to see that the older gentleman, Ismael Barroso, fight Rolly?
No, but I heard about it.
The Tony Weeks,
Yeah.
possibly he threw a. Did you? So were you able to see that situation with Tony Weeks and his stoppage at all?
Now, I just saw like the highlights.
Okay.
I saw the highlights. I mean, and when I spoke to Tony about it, he had an explanation that made sense. You know what I mean? Because he was saying the guy was up there in age. You know what I mean? And referees in tough situations in fights like that.
Mm.
And I tell everybody, you're not in there. What you can't see what the ref see. You can't hear. You can't see the effect of the punches that the guy's getting hit with. You see from like the screen or from outside, but like he wasn't hurt. The referee might see something different. Because he's got a better view than you. So so it's a tough call as a ref, man. I would never want to be a referee because
No.
one bad call can either help you or hurt you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's a funky situation, man. So, and I heard he's getting flack now. I heard that Vegas now is trying to get rid of him now from the last stoppage with Virgil Ortiz.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So, Tony Weeks is a very good referee. And I think that, maybe the call was hasty. I don't know. But but he made a statement saying that the guy had failed the test or something.
Yes.
I
It
mean,
was a brain aneurysm.
yeah. So if that's the case, he was put in a really tough situation.
And he spoke upon it.
You're
Kind of
putting him in.
made. Do you think when he spoke upon it, he made it even more of a tougher situation?
It's a tougher situation because of this.
He deleted it.
If it's true, just say, okay, who told you he had the aneurysm? That's going to be the next question. Who told you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now if you told Tony Weeks, whoever told him, why'd you let him fight?
Mm-hmm.
Because obviously, whoever told him had control over the fight taking place or not. If it's true, so then now a lot of questions has to be answered. If it's true, so it puts him in a fucked up situation because now he's gonna have to, they say they're gonna get rid of him, and then are they gonna leave it at that, or they're gonna further investigate? So it's really a fucked up situation, man. You know what I mean? For anybody to be in, man. It's tough because if just say it happened. Now you're the ref, and you get in the ring, and you're looking at this guy saying this guy got a fucking aneurysm, and God forbid if something happens. Not only do I know about it beforehand, now I got to deal with it because people gonna look at me as the ref. So who knows, man? Will we ever find the truth? I don't know.
Mm.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah. I agree with you. It's definitely a tough situation once you get all that information beforehand.
It's a fucked up situation. I would have called in sick that day. I'd have said, "Look, man, I can't do it. I can't do it." I would have
Yeah.
called in sick.
Yeah, it's funny. I I train boxers out here and people that want to learn how to box, and I trained this girl that she had to stop boxing because she had a brain aneurysm, and she stopped boxing for like 3 years and wanted to come back. And the doctor, I needed to see the doctor note, and even when I seen the doctor note that she was cleared to fight in the Golden Gloves, coach. I
It's hard,
still,
man.
I was so uncomfortable when watching sparring and all. I'm like, oh man, why me?
Yeah, it's a fucked up situation, man. You're a better man than me. I'd have told her no. Sue me, be mad at me,
I told her
but
no
no.
twice, but then she just kept coming. Yeah,
I mean, it's
tough
crazy.
situation.
Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. Uh, Janovic, were you in the corner of the last fight?
No, I don't train Johnny Beck anymore.
What's up? What happened?
They started playing games with the money, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, they tried to fuck a nigga.
Oh hell no. We can't have
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, man. I mean, so to me, they made me an offer that was to me, very disrespectful. So I walked away.
Wow. So they try to
Yeah.
what, change all the dynamics of where you guys had the revenue, how you guys had it
Yeah.
set up.
Yep. There was never a problem. I mean, but the fight before, the last fight he had with me was when he fought the kid from Canada.
Mm-hmm.
And they tried to short me money then. Then I called and then they gave me the money that they tried to short me. Then the next fight,
You
they
had the
just made me an
cam you
offer.
had the camo on that day.
Huh?
You had the camouflage on that day. I remember.
Yeah. So they called me for the fight he just had for the title to unify. And they said, okay, we're gonna pay you this for the fight. And out of this, you gotta pay all your own expenses. So I said, man, you gotta be kidding me. I told him good luck.
Your own expenses.
Yeah, I had to pay my own hotel, my own airfare there, my own rental car, my own food for 6 weeks. I had to take it out of the money they was gonna pay me.
That's greedy.
Yeah.
That's greedy. Easy to
So I
get a
said,
easy to get a promoter to pay for all that.
so they were like, buddy, are you gonna get on the plane? I said, yeah, I'll be on the plane Monday. Keep waiting for me.
Oh,
I didn't get on the plane.
you did him like that?
Fuck, you gonna do me like that? I'm with you. Listen,
Facts.
I'm with you from day one, and now you're gonna shit on me like that? Come on,
Good,
man.
good for you, buddy. Good for
I
you.
mean, and then his brother sends me a text. Why did you tell the media that it was money problems? That wasn't the truth, motherfucker. I got the text message that you sent me for what you offered me. I saved the text message. I screenshotted it and put it in a thing in my phone in my notes to keep it, just in case you ever say you never offered me that. I got proof to show it came from you,
Boom.
and I didn't hear from them no more. So
I was
don't
about
tell
to say
me.
crickets.
So don't tell me that I'm fucking making shit up. I'm not making it up. I got the text message you sent me. You asked me, was I going to be there on this date? I said, yeah. And you said, okay, do you agree to this amount plus A, B, C, D? I never responded to the text.
Wow.
I
Good.
didn't respond to the text. So, I mean, I didn't respond, and that was it, man. Then they called me, and they're like, oh, well, we're going to work with Brian Valoria, until you get here. But I knew what was happening because then they called me right back. I was like, look, we're going to go with Brian Valoria. No problem, because I was supposed to be on the plane 2 days before that. I never got on the plane. I said I'll be there Friday, but I had no intention of going.
You was like, you gonna waste my time, I'm gonna waste your time.
Yeah. And if they try to say we didn't try to shortchange it the last fight, that's okay because you made two deposits. Why'd you make two deposits? You made one deposit, then you made another one the week after.
I wonder
So
why. I wonder why. I wonder why.
you
Smash
know
the
what I mean?
like
So
button, ladies and gentlemen.
thank God they leave paper trails. So it's like, yo, dog, paper trails don't lie.
They definitely don't.
So for 4 years you make a direct deposit, one deposit. Now this last fight you made two deposits. Why? Why? Because Buddy found out. Wait a minute, this is not what you're supposed to pay me. I
Mm.
mean, and then they gave me the money, the extra money, and then this fight here before I came to camp, they made me a bullshit offer. I'm like, I'm not taking that.
Been 4 years, huh, buddy?
Yeah, I've been with them from day one, man. I mean,
So, so what was the change? Normally, when there's changes like that, is when you slowly new people start to come around. Was that the case?
that and they that it was that and giving up the money. they give you a certain percentage, but when they start making the big money, they want to cut a deal. Okay, we can cut a deal, but what they offered me, Jack, was like basically telling me go fuck yourself.
How do you make more money and then pay your coach less?
Hey man, listen, these guys, some of these guys, man, they something else, man. They motherfuckers, man. You
Nah,
know what I mean?
can't be appreciative, man. That's crazy, man.
Nah, I
I'm
mean,
sorry to hear
so I'm
that,
like,
man.
what you offered me. By the time I pay my expenses and pay taxes, I go home with less than 10 grand. So I'm gonna go stay with you for 6 weeks for that? Come on, man.
That's too much. That's too long.
Nah, man, way too long, man. Nah. So I said, I'm just not gonna get on the plane. I didn't buy a plane ticket. I mean, they
Mm.
wanted me to buy my own plane ticket to LA. Then I had to pay for my own hotel for 6 weeks, my own rental car for 6 weeks, and feed myself for 6 weeks, and take it out of the money that they were going to pay me.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Where they do that at?
Hey man, hey man. So and I guess they thought the nigga take the money. Nah,
Nah.
wrong answer.
Right. Good
Not
shit.
this one. Not this one. I'm not taking that.
Facts. Facts.
All right. So, but it is
Um,
what it is.
like when they just talking about Arthur Betterby for a second, like coach, people call him like the biggest, baddest guy in boxing. What do you believe?
I mean, listen. I'm not saying he is. I'm not saying he isn't. All I'm saying is that I know he's tough. He's strong. He could punch. You know what I mean? And but like I said, we got to do what we got to do, man. I can't sit down and worry about that. I mean, we just got to find a way to handle our business and take care of business on Saturday night.
You think Speed's gonna kill that night for you guys?
I hope everything, man. Whatever we got, like I said, whatever we got to do. You know what I mean? Stab and grab, hold and fold, whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever we got to do. You know what I mean? When in doubt, stick it out, baby. You feel me?
Yeah,
So
that's your saying too.
yeah.
That's your saying. That's your saying. So, Coach, the heavyweight division has been going kind of crazy, kind of wild. Now that this Ngannou cat has came around and shooken things up a little bit. What do you think about him coming into the heavyweight division and challenging the top guys, man?
And man, I really, all I can say is no comment.
No comment.
No comment, man.
No
I wish him. I wish him well. I wish him the best. No comment.
Does he beat Joshua?
I never seen him fight in Ghana. I didn't see the fight with Tyson Fury. I
Also,
wasn't wasting my money. I wasn't wasting my money on that, man.
I thought they would have hooked you up with a stream or something.
No, I was. I mean, I could have went somewhere and seen it, man, but I wasn't. No, man.
Okay, so just your thoughts of like people just saying robbery. I think it's tough because people scream robbery too often, too soon nowadays.
Right. Hey,
Right,
man, listen. I mean, my thing is whatever floats their boat, basically. You know what I mean?
right. No, yeah, 100%, 100%. Um, Teofimo talking about challenging Crawford. You think that's too much?
Hey, I just saw that on Instagram, man. I mean, I think that at 47, that'll be good, man. I mean, I think Crawford wins, but that'll be a good fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, 47 right now. I think Crawford's the man right now. But I've been saying it for years. Crawford was the man, and nobody wanted to believe me.
Mm, mm. So does Crawford do what he normally does at 47, which is KO everybody at? Does he KO Tio at 47?
That would be pretty interesting, man. Ah, I
What
think
makes it interesting for you? You tell me stylistically.
because you got two good guys who can box, punch.
Punch.
You know what I mean? But you see, I tell everybody this: when you see Terrence Crawford in the southpaw stands for 2 or 3 straight rounds, that means he got you figured out. And it's just a matter of time. But I think at the end, I think he'd be just too big for Tio.
Mm.
It'll be a good fight while it lasts. But I think after round 6 or 7, his size is going to be too much for Teo.
Mm.
I mean, I don't think Teo punches hard enough to knock him out.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You got to be strong enough if you're going to outbox him. You got to be strong enough to keep him off you. And I think Terrence would be too big. I mean, it'd be a good fight while it lasts, though. It'd definitely be a good fight while it lasts.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Um, and then we got Jerome Boots Ennis that is now the IBF champion,
Right.
regular champion. Um, where do you, as far as him and the division is concerned, and him against Terrence Crawford, it seems to me that that's the fight that he needs,
That's
really.
the fight boxing. That's the fight. That's the fight boxing needs.
Mm. Speak upon
Boxing needs that fight
speak upon why boxing needs that fight.
because it's a fight between two of the best at the same weight. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to fight Ennis. Nobody wants to fight Terrence. Like everybody wants to fight Terrence, but you got guys coming from light heavyweight want to fight Terrence. But at 147, nobody wants to fight Terrence. So him and Ennis would be, to me, like a super fight, like uh, Hearns, Ray Leonard. You know what I'm saying? It'd be a super fight.
Who
You
would
know what I
you?
mean? Because you got the two best in the division, and but I still got to go with Terrence is my man. I got to go with Terrence.
Mm. Now, is it because he's just your man, or you feel like he got the experience over him?
The experience. He's got definitely got the experience. You know, Ennis is a threat to anybody. But I just think that the experience wise, I think I got to go with Terrence on that.
People call Jerome Boots Ennis our modern day Roy Jones. What do you think about that statement?
I don't know because I don't see them fighting anything alike.
Yeah, I think it's
I
like the
mean,
athletic ability, and maybe I don't know,
okay, but you know,
and the
Roy,
flashiness.
man, Roy was different, man.
Mm, he
Roy
definitely.
was totally different. Roy was different, man. He was different, definitely.
Y'all must have forgot.
Hello.
um, the lightweight the light no the super middleweight division. Last time I spoke to you, you said you believe Canelo doesn't fight after Jermell Charlo. He retires. What do you think about now as far as the division is concerned? We got guys like Benavidez. Do you think he'll even take that fight still after?
No, I don't think Canelo. If he's gonna fight Benavidez, he should have done about it. My opinion, should have fought him about a year ago.
It would have benefited him more.
Yeah, a year ago. Yeah.
Okay. So that being said, you believe that he's not gonna take that fight.
I
We're
don't.
not,
I can't see
the
it
boxing
happening.
world's not gonna get that fight.
Nah, I don't think so. I don't
Mm,
think so. Benavidez is nobody. Everybody better stay away from Benavidez, man. Leave him alone.
leave him alone.
Leave him alone, man.
You seen what he did to Boo Boo, man?
Leave him alone, man.
Oh my
Leave him
goodness.
alone.
Oh my goodness. Even Morrell, Ronnie Shields
I
guy.
never seen. I never seen Morrell fight,
Mm,
but leave that guy alone, man.
yeah, because obviously, like Canelo's his motivation was, all right, I'm already undisputed at super middleweight. Let me go to light heavy, fight Bevo, lost, maybe get a rematch, possibly fight Better Beef. You guys are fighting Better Beef this weekend. Kind of spoils that, possibly could spoil the plans and get a possible rematch with Canelo one day.
Right, but I think that Canelo, he's proven everything in boxing. He's got nothing else to prove, man.
Nothing else to prove.
Nothing else to prove. I mean, now if he's doing anything now, it's just for fun. He's proven everything. He's done everything but win the heavyweight championship or the cruiserweight championship. He's done everything but that. You know what I mean? So he's accomplished a lot, man. I'm very happy for him.
Well, like you said, he's just having fun. So do you think him fighting Munguia is just having fun?
Yeah,
I agree.
I mean,
I definitely agree.
yes, without a doubt.
Well, buddy, man, it's always a pleasure having you on, man.
All right, thank you.
Man, God bless.
Appreciate
Have
it.
a safe back out, and God bless and good luck this
Thank
weekend.
you. I appreciate it, man.
You already know, man. God bless.
All right, you too, man. Peace.
Peace. It's the one and only Buddy McGirt. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's Millcityboxing, home of the high level pro boxing media, the fighters channel, the trainers channel, the people's channel. Get into the polls. We're gonna be putting the link up. I had the link up earlier. Don't know if it's still up. Let me see if I have it still up here or if it disappeared. Hold on one second. Yes, it did disappear. So we're gonna have to put it back up again. But I'm gonna be tapping in this the Instagram portion of the live, see who wants to talk boxing on IG, and then that way y'all guys will be able to see them right here, and we could just talk a little bit more, break down some more fights. But before I get into that, let me just do a little like breakdown on, some of these upcoming fights, right? So this Callum Smith fight with Arthur Better Beef. Now, this fight, it means a lot. And what I mean by it means a lot, I think we're going to learn a lot from both fighters here. Callum Smith's only loss is to Canelo Alvarez. But he also hasn't fought the best opposition. He did beat John Ryder. He has also beaten a couple other guys that were pretty decent. But in the same token, he went 12 rounds with Canelo Alvarez. Obviously, didn't do too much. Messed up his arm, just like what Buddy McGirt said. Um, but the attributes that Callum Smith does oppose, I do believe that he has an arm reach. I think he's a little bit faster, and possibly he could be a little bit more athletic than Arthur Better Beef. But then again, athletic ability could go to Arthur Better Beef as well. You know what I'm saying? He's a monster, ladies and gentlemen. Now, how does this fight take place? Arthur Better Beef is, yes, very very overwhelming. He measures distance well, but he also cuts the distance very fast as well. One of the most devastating punchers in boxing today. So you have to respect it 100%. Um, he does throw combinations, and when he does throw combinations, he's most deadly. He's a smart boxer if you really think about it. But when it comes to Callum Smith, I believe that Callum Smith is probably the better boxer, or they're around the same level, you know. So you could probably see, Callum having some good moments in there until, like you guys say in the comments, the pressure will get overwhelming. He's gonna land some big shots, and the same way how Callum Smith acted when Canelo started throwing them bombs, he started getting into that back foot, and I'm pretty sure that's what Arthur Better Beef will do the same. Now, this is the question: does the Arthur Better Beef KO? If Arthur Better Beef can KO Callum Smith, that's something that Canelo Alvarez couldn't do. A lot of people will start calling out, if Canelo wants to go back to light heavyweight to entertain that fight. We don't know where Canelo Alvarez's mindset at, but one thing that we do know is that if they are going to, have Devin Haney have to do a mandatory with Sandor Martin for the WBC and not mandate, David Benavidez to fight Canelo Alvarez, I think the WBC has a wild, wild, wild situation, and they need to fix it up and clean it up in boxing, because at least those are things that we can handle. Those are things that we can handle. Pay-per-view buys and streams and stuff like that is something that you can't handle, but these are certain things that we can handle. Is make sure that the politics of boxing start to simmer down, and we can be able to have, the best fights, and we will, and boxing will stop having that stigma of saying, hey, you know, um, boxing is a politic, it's I don't like boxing because it's controversial and stuff like that. You can have your own belief in it, and I understand. Shout out to Fight Boxing Gym. What's going on? Shout out to everybody on the live, Daniel Hardman, everybody. Thank you. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that Buddy McGirt interview. It was just right around the perfect time. Got to learn some things too. I did not know that him and Jennebeck had that situation, that they didn't want to pay Buddy McGirt. So that's kind of I'm glad I asked that question. I'm glad that we tapped in and talked about what Buddy McGirt was thinking when that dude Maximus or whatever. I'm gonna get his name right. But he was the guy that Subriel Matias killed in the ring, and Buddy McGirt had to throw that towel. And I guess we got great clips today on the interview with Buddy McGirt to throw down for the media. So stay tuned for some of those videos as well. Lorenzo, I'm gonna be going on Instagram. So you guys could go and we could see you guys here on Instagram right here on the YouTube channel. So I'm gonna be starting the Instagram live right now, so we can get people in. Anybody that wants to tap in and talk boxing, once again, like I said, it's Millcityboxing on Instagram. So further ado, I'm going to tap in and let's see how many people are want to talk boxing. Smash the like button, everybody. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. And make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. Subscribe. There we go. Let's get some people here. Let's talk boxing. Guys are going to be smash the like button on the YouTube channel as well, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to be... What's going on, Briz? Shout out to Briz also. Shout out to Lorenzo in the building as well. We're going to tap in some people. Make sure you guys smash the like button. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Laurent. Briz.
Hey, my guy, what's good? What's good? Always good to disagree with you. You already know, man. Yeah. When you think you know the craft, you really don't. I mean, you want to disagree with anything. Yeah. And you know what's funny, right? I was just scrolling through my phone, and AJ the Apostle, he sent me this video with Blair Cobbs talking about how Boots be ducking him and all that. Man, that dude is a fucking character. Yo, he is the funniest dude I ever seen. If he could turn boxing into wrestling, he would. Oh, yeah. Why you think why you think he'd be like, woo, woo? And you think he Ric Flair? Yeah, exactly. He didn't take this shit to WW, whatever that shit is. Yeah, he could clown. But it's funny though because he always talk about something. He runs Philly gyms and all that. Yeah, I mean, he don't run nothing but his mouth. I've never seen him in a Philly gym. This is back in the day. Bro, the last time I was in the gym with Blair, guess what happened to him? What? He got literally stretched out at the ambulance, pulled him out.
Pause.
Well, there ain't no pause, man. I'm a heterosexual believer of Jesus Christ. I ain't talking no gay stuff. I am a man. I ain't here to pause anyway. I ain't here to pause, but pause. We'll be trying to get you with that pause. Nah, man. Hey, nah. We were at Wild Card and yeah, he got put to sleep, man. Damn, man. He got put down on a stretcher. Yeah, he never showed back up to the gym. He be cloud chasing. Yeah, he does a lot. I mean, but his mouth gets him interviews. You know what I'm saying, on platforms like Mill City and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. We got the biggest clown of them all, Lorenzo, in the building, and his partner Briz, the Baba.
You already know, man. He in the shop, man. I just literally pulled up to my gates right now.
You know, I'm over here like, you know what? I see a box up in here. I see my man Steve Gifford up in here.
You know what? I completely forgot about this. Buddy's over here on the West Coast with us, and man, that's a coach that I have like great rapport with, great relationship with throughout ever since I was a Jit man growing up. He's given us thousands and thousands of rounds, and I forgot that he was in Smith's corner. So hopefully, you know what I'm saying, we see a better performance from Smith. I don't know if he's gonna.
That's why you got Millcityboxing here for you, bro.
Yeah, man. I know. I knew he was working with him the last fight, but it just slipped my mind. But he brought it back to the forefront. I think that he's going to add to his toolage, but at the end of the day, enduring the pain is something that I don't know he's going to be able to do. If Canelo stopped him, you feel me? Imagine what's about to happen.
Yo, just because you see my lighting like that, don't mean you got to go all blue.
Hey, bro, listen, man. You know I've been doing this. The reason why you got the LEDs in your joint, you know what I'm saying? You got them fluorescent, like, rainbow colors.
Mine looks hot. You look like you in a strip club, a bad one. Where like girls that have the saggy ones from the, you know what I'm saying?
You know what's crazy though? Because I was on your YouTube live, and you had this colorful like alphabet community light flashing in the back of your TV screen. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, yeah. But anywho, man,
got me. I try to make it look pretty for the channel. You know what I'm saying?
That shit look hella suspect. You know what I'm saying? That shit
Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not here to argue with Lorenzo. I'm here to talk boxing here.
Yeah, I was talking boxing before you started saying I was in a strip club. Like I was saying, I didn't know.
That's what I'm saying. I need you to get back to reality. Right. Now we good money.
Right. I don't know if.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't think that he's going to be able to endure the pain. I think that he's going to get stopped no later than the 6th round.
You think that Callum Smith's getting stopped in the 6th?
Yeah, no later than the 6th.
You see my man Buddy's energy when I talk about out the better beef?
Did you ever see better beef absorb punches though? Because Callum Smith could punch. I never seen him like the last time I seen him really take punches. Got cut.
I seen him take a shot from Anthony Yard.
Yeah, but you know, it's kind of like he was already the aggressor. It wasn't like they were standing toe to toe, and he knew that Yard couldn't hurt him. Okay, so answer this then: how come he couldn't stop Canelo? No, well, Canelo could throw punches. We didn't see it many times. No, but if Smith can punch, I'm saying, how come he couldn't stop Canelo?
Why couldn't he beat Canelo?
Yeah, why couldn't he beat him, the smaller opponent? I mean, because Canelo could take punches. I'm saying Arthur, I never seen him like take punches. I never seen him in like a real slugfest where it required. Did you see what Canelo did to his arm? Who? What Canelo did to Smith's arm? Yeah. If Canelo did that to Smith's arm, better be if it's gonna break his arm. No, but I'm saying you said about a 6th round. Yeah, he ain't gonna get out the 6th round.
I like that, Daniel Hardman. I like that. I think the fight might go the distance as well. And the reason why I think it will be is because I feel like the gas tank of Out the Better Beef will at least slow down, and all he really needs to do is Callum Smith. All he really needs to do is, you know, win some of the early rounds, and then kind of like win the end championship rounds. And I think that he he could be all right. But if his legs die out on him, yeah, we're gonna go see the same thing that we see with everyone else that fights Arthur Better Beef.
All right, Neil. Well, if we're talking boxing here, then we have to go back to film watching. You know what I'm saying? And one thing I pride myself on is film watching. So if you ever watch Smith, yes, I know I have a great rapport with Buddy, and he teaches fighters how to utilize that stick. You know what I'm saying? It's hit.
When in doubt, stick it out. That's what he says.
Yeah. And no, he will. But if you watch Buddy and a lot of his fighters, he's jabbing, getting out, mixing, hitting C patterns, sitting back down, relocate. He hits again, moves. But one thing Smith continuously does is when he fights against a pressure fighter, he always resorts to putting his back against the ropes. He never does the walking down. He always gets walked down by everybody. There hasn't been a fighter that has not put him against the damn ropes.
But he got a high KO ratio. His opposition hasn't been the best. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, his resume is horrible. What was his last fight? Was the first round knockout? Yeah, the guy he beat up was nobody. Right. Yeah, he was just a Joe Schmo, and I think the guy was literally like working at a store or something like that, or doing sales before he was fighting.
Shout out to my guy Low Nose Boxing in the building. Low Nose Boxing in La Casa. You already know we are live on Instagram and YouTube. Millcityboxing, come check us out. We here just.
Was good, family? I'm good. How's the audio? You can hear me good?
Yeah, we can hear you good.
It's cold as hell. You got on a jacket, another jacket. Yeah, man, I'm at the job, bro. It's kind of cold in here, man. Yeah, I can tell. I'm like, the heat cold as shit. Yeah. So I've been keeping my coat on at the job.
Look like you in an igloo.
Yeah, it looks like you in an igloo.
So we talking about this weekend's fights, man. This weekend's fights, we got Callum Smith and Arthur Better Beef.
I got Better Beef, but I saw something about Teo and Crawford.
Oh yeah, you already know. We got to get into that. You know we got to. That's like the sauce. That's the sauce of the live for this live. So I just wanted to get you, just the weekly recap of what's gonna happen this week. You know what I'm saying? Place your bets, your picks, your overs, your unders, your KOs, or everything. What you got? And is this a fight that's a possible win for Callum Smith? We got Eddie Hearn saying that he believes Callum Smith wins by knockout right hand.
Do you think that he's the fact
Yo, Lorenzo, you're doing that strip club shit again. Don't do it. Come on, man.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I don't really like, as great as the federation of boxing we have right now. All due respect, I don't really follow too many guys above 168 like that. All I know is that Better Beef is a knockout artist. I got Better Beef winning, but you know me, I'm a 140, 147, 135, and wherever Canelo's at. You know what I mean? That's how boxing is for me right now. We don't have an era where every division is elite. This is not the 90s or the early 2000s, so I don't really follow too much of the higher weight classes. What's your name? What's your name? Me? Yeah. Oh, yeah. No nose boxing. No nose boxing? No. Hello. Oh, okay. I was a kid actually was out of polo, so I was part of that polo movement. So,
yo, I can't see. I be seeing half of your face, and you gotta like step back a little bit.
There's no eyes boxing right now. I can't see none of your face. So we only see eyes. You can't see me. I'm right here, bro.
There we go. You're good, because we live on YouTube right now too.
Yeah. So I was gonna ask you, do you not believe that we have multiple divisions that are conquering right now, like the 90s? Like you said, we have some good divisions. I mean, every division is booming. No, it's not. The middleweight division is the weakest middleweight ever I've seen. The heavyweight division. Oh, are you saying that it's weak compared to all the divisions? Like, because sometimes, like, you're strong number 5. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't say the middleweight division is weak. I'm gonna put my Bluetooth on so I can hear you better because it's noisy, yo. I hear you. See that? I said that are you saying that out of 5 divisions that's powerful, that the middleweight is the weakest, or are you saying that middleweight is just weak all in a whole? All right, I'll put it to you like this: when I grew up watching boxing, right, I grew up watching the middleweight division when you had guys like James Toney up there, you had Gerald McClellan, you had Roy Jones Jr., you had Bernard Hopkins, who wasn't even a champion at the time. You had Reggie Johnson. I mean, I can go on and on. Junior middleweight division. The junior middleweight division is definitely solid today for sure. But for me, the middleweight division is not, what I'm used to seeing. You feel me? The heavyweight division is definitely not. The heavyweight division been dead since the 90s. The 90s for me. Wait, slow down, Speed Racer. Hold on now. What you mean that the heavyweight division is this heavyweight division is unilaterally probably aligned with some of the greatest heavyweight divisions in history. What are you talking about, man? No, I mean, name. Okay, I want you to name during Tyson's era the amount of heavyweights that were not only gatekeepers were aligned with Stardom and had the exact same amount of sales, views, and publicity and everything right now. Are we talking? I don't know about sales. We talking fight styles, or I'm just talking about overall entertainment. I mean, you got the Tyson Furies, you got the Usyks right now, you got the Wilders. You know.
Shout out to Coach Kenny in the building.
You got the Frank Sanchez's. You know what I'm saying? You got the Andy Ruiz's. Man, like this, the heavyweight division is holding its own, bro. I mean, like I said, when I was watching the heavyweights in the 90s, right, coming up, and this was around the time when Tyson was about to go to jail. The young crop came up. You had Riddick Bowe. You had Lennox Lewis. You had Evander Holyfield. You had George Foreman 2.0. You had Michael Moore. You had Tommy Morrison. You had Ray Mercer. These guys on the skill set level was levels above what we see today. A lot of these guys that you're talking about, though, they were on the in the beginning part of their career.
My guy, Coach Kenny in the building.
So they came up at the beginning of the 90s, but they at the end of their primes later on. These were all heavyweights that had high level skills. All these guys had either Olympic pedigree or a deep amateur pedigree. It's a different level of skill. They have Olympic pedigree and heavyweight right now. That's why I said we're talking about fight style or big names, because I can agree with you when you say an amateur pedigree, Olympic pedigree. Yeah, the 90s was at better opposition than what we got now. But when we come to like big names and stardom and big fights and countries being behind their fighters, then I'm going to go with what we got now. Yeah, man, because right now it's so diverse. I mean, we're the Rumble in the Jungle and stuff like that, even back in the day, is comparable to people, not comparable, but in comparison to the way Dubai's putting in revenue into heavyweights. You know what I'm saying? Like, look what Dubai's doing. That overseas money is tapping into America's greatest sport. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you right. But he's saying like level of competition. Even now, but I mean, what do you? So you're the level of competition. That's, to me, when a person says that, what happens is a lot of people start mixing errors, and they tend to neglect the sport in its entirety, because they can't accept Jordan's era and LeBron's era. They got to choose one. It's like you can love the whole sport unilaterally. When you're sitting there and saying that Tyson Fury didn't put on a great show with Deontay Wilder, you know what I'm saying? When you're saying that Joshua Anthony, people weren't in awe of him for a while, when people weren't star-studded at the fact that the overnight star like Andy Ruiz after knocking out Joshua, you know what I'm saying? When you're talking about the Usyks of the road, the Frank Sanchez's, you know what I'm saying? When you're I'm talking about the stardom, and I understand, I respect what you're saying, but I'm not talking about the stardom. I'm not talking about pay-per-view, because we live in an era where everything is on pay-per-view. I don't care about that. All due respect, I'm talking about the skills, pure skills. When I look at heavyweights, if I'm a trainer, right, and I'm advising my young fighter to watch some heavyweights to learn how to fight, I'm not going to advise him to look at the guys today, right? Example, Tyson Fury, as great as he is, he's going to be a Hall of Famer based on what he's done. But in the 90s, you would not see a fighter come in raw turkey, never boxed before, never became pro, go in there and give the heavyweight champion a run for his money. That would not happen. I get what you mean. Fury and Wilder would be the equivalent of Michael Graham before in the 90s. That's my personal opinion, based on my view and what I see in my eyes don't lie to me. Okay, so when we say that this man that came in and he fought against Tyson Fury, first and foremost, I'm going to speak for the boxing community in its entirety. I know, God will, I know 100% that Tyson Fury did not prep for that Ngannou fight the way he would have if he was going to fight against Usyk, man. So let's not. I believe he trained, but I think he let off of the gas. I felt like he felt like he had it in the bag, forgetting that Ngannou is a UFC champion. It ain't like he was over here fucking packing Lunchables in Walmart. He said he trained for a week. Tyson didn't say that. It's from the Congo, bro. That man is a knockout artist. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like he just some slouch. Okay, but skills pay the bills, bro. All that power against skills. Like I said, against Lennox Lewis would have flatlined him in 2 rounds, bro. I don't believe so. I don't believe so. As good as Lennox Lewis was with that jab, the way he had a high IQ, I still think that when you have that mountain of a man, that Goliath of a man in front of you, and you know that you have to respect his power. You get what I'm saying? And he's coming. Nah, man. Like I didn't understand the superiority there, and that shouldn't have happened. That looks bad upon Tyson Fury. It looks bad for boxing, and I concur. But I do. Now, go ahead. Now, I'm going to tell you now, this is why I talk about skills. This is why I watch the guys that I watch. Do you think any MMA guy, I don't care how hard he punches, could walk into 168 pounds and do that to Canelo? Do you think any MMA guy that weighs 140 pounds or 135 pounds could walk into the ring and do that to Gervonta Davis? Nunca. Teofimo, absolutely not. We saw what happened with Conor McGregor against old Floyd. They carried him. If Floyd wanted to get him out of there, he would have got him out of there. Cook him. Oh, here we go again. Hey, man. Hey, stop with it, Mill. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you was getting cooked, you played that devil's advocate again. I'm cooked by nobody. I'm sitting here and I'm playing the other side of the fence because I got to be able to bring logic to the conversation. Okay, send it. Conor McGregor was holding his own, bro. He wasn't. Hold on, man. Let's go back. He wasn't utilizing that jab. He did land some clean, ethical shots against Floyd Mayweather. We're not going to downplay that. Like he wanted to down. He didn't end an uppercut, but like I said before, Floyd Mayweather carried that man. Well, you wouldn't impress even this much by McGregor's performance. Just this, were you a little surprised? Like, damn, I didn't think he was gonna come out like that. I mean, that little uppercut. When you fight, you're gonna get hit. He got hit with an uppercut. Floyd got hit in some of his exhibition fights. He got hit with a nice little uppercut, and Floyd Mayweather outclassed him. He played with him. He knew what he was doing. Pause. He put money, and he was. But here's the thing, like you said, Lorenzo. Floyd ain't trained for that fight as well as Tyson Fury didn't train. That's what I'm saying. Exactly. Okay, so if Floyd would have trained for that fight, he would have whooped his ass. He'd have whooped his ass. That's the reason why. That's my debate with this man here. So hold on. So who y'all got right now? Anthony Joshua or Ngannou? Like what we got here? I'm going to keep it a beat. I'm going Ngannou. Okay. Because we can watch Joshua. No. I'm gonna let you explain in a second, Lorenzo. Hold on 1 second. All right, Low Nose, who you got? I'm rooting for the state of boxing, so I'm rooting for AJ. Who is gonna win? Who you gonna put your money on? Who? That's how bad the heavyweight division is. I gotta think. You feel what I'm saying? All right, if the odds favor Ngannou. I'm gonna say AJ because. AJ is big and strong. You're not just going to push AJ around. AJ got better fundamentals. AJ has a boost of confidence with his last performance, so I'm going to give AJ the benefit of the doubt. But I will not be surprised if he gets knocked out, and that will further my case that this era of the heavyweight division is not on the level of what I'm accustomed to seeing in the 90s or even the 2000s with Klitschko. All right, can I? Yeah, now that he did that, yeah, I got to let you go. Go ahead. All right. So when I watch AJ, the AJ of 4 years ago, all right, was different than the AJ now. He wasn't as hesitant and afraid of getting punched. You can tell that he has a hesitation of entering because he's afraid of the consequence. You know what I'm saying? He's just hesitant, man, to come in because he's afraid of getting embarrassed again because Andy Ruiz put him on his pockets. So ever since that fight, he's been afraid to pull the trigger. yeah, he has a boost of confidence here, and the reason why I give you the nudge in that is because I think he's going to train harder so he doesn't end up like Fury. But I'm going to go with my brother from the Congo because there are certain natural abilities that people are born with timing.
I'm sorry, Lorenzo. I for disrespecting. It says this guy Joe Ray 7074. I broke my phone because I smashed the like button.
That's funny.
That was a good one. My bad for completely interrupting your.
No. It's your channel, man. So I think that he is going to train harder to fight against Ngannou, but I do think that he is going to be more fearful of his power because you can't train. Like some people just naturally have timing, bro. Some people do have the fighting knack in them, and I think that he's one of those people that can naturally fight. I think that the more rounds that he gets, the more boxing experience that he gets around boxing experts, that he's going to raise his IQ, and I think he's one of those people that can make that transition in this era. You get what I'm saying?
Got
and
you.
When you compare eras, I'm just going to lightly on this because I don't want to go too far off on a tangent, is we continuously compare eras. I do believe, without a shadow of a doubt, that the Dream Team is the best team overall. But the Redeem Team, they have an athleticism. They have the facilities now. They have the science now that propels them to be faster, jump higher, and move quicker. So I don't like comparing eras for the simple fact that people will be like, oh, these athletes couldn't beat Karl Malone. They couldn't beat Michael Jordan. They can't beat Muhammad Ali. Well, everyone has gotten bigger. Everyone has gotten faster. The IQ has risen. The coach's IQ now is superior to the coaching IQ back then. You get what I'm saying? So I don't like to compare and contrast. That's the only reason why I'm not being biased. But I do agree with you wholeheartedly.
I gotta disagree with you though about the I mean, there's different types of state-of-the-art training. But with the heavyweight division, I have to absolutely disagree with you when you say they're just bigger. They're not more athletic. The guys from the 90s, those guys can move like middleweights. Those guys who are 290 pounds, huffing and puffing. Those guys move around the ring with finesse. You know, you see a film study with Riddick Bowe. He moved his head.
Get him.
Defense. Lennox Lewis had skills.
Get him.
These guys might be bigger. They might be stronger. But Lennox, like I had a debate with somebody. Somebody was telling me.
Put him in the skillet.
The usual casual said, oh, all of them were cool knocked out Lennox, so Wilder could. No, it's the difference. Lennox Lewis had the skill set to put it together to get to Wilder first. Can Wilder knock anybody out that he hits? Absolutely. But it takes skills to get you to that point.
Tell him. Put him on the grill now.
He had the skill set to set you up with that jab, feint you, and get you out of there with that right hand. I think I'm going to go on the limb to say little James Toney at the small heavyweight with box circles around these arenas.
That's a cheat code. You can't use James Toney.
Why not? He's a small heavyweight.
I would take Tyson Fury against Riddick Bowe. I'll take Tyson Fury against Lennox Lewis because you're sleeping on Tyson Fury's attributes. You act like if he don't have amazing rope game, like he doesn't have
the best man out of all the guys.
Identify his distance, like he can't counter with the best of them. You're sitting here and you're negating the fact that you're trying to say that Tyson Fury is just going in there as a muffin top and throwing punches against lesser opponents. No, Tyson Fury has an amazing skill set, and I'm not going to allow you to sit here and talk to the people and the fans and act like Tyson Fury isn't a skilled fighter, like Usyk isn't a skilled fighter, like Frank Sanchez.
Okay, break. Briz, you can't calm down. I'm doing this for you right now. Listen. I need to spread it apart. Don't calm down now.
No, I don't think of him. No, I ain't really savvy like that. William Music said Tyson over Lennox is.
All right. So tell me, Briz, let me get you. Let me get. So that way you can get a word, and you're good now, Briz. You're good.
You see me?
Yeah, I can see you.
I can't see y'all. I mean, I can't see me. Go
It's that service you got. It's kind of wild. You good?
My bad. And Ghana's from Cameroon. He's not from the Congo. My bad.
So talk to me, Briz. What are your thoughts?
Well, I'm going with Ngannou only because I don't like I don't like Anthony Joshua because I think he gun shy. I think that, like Lorenzo said, once he gets the Andy Ruiz fight, he's been scared to get hit. And if Ngannou can resort to dirty tactics any type of way, it'll frustrate Joshua, and he'll get the holding. And once he get the holding, he realizes how strong Ngannou is. Don't tell him what type of fight we're gonna get out of Ngannou. So I'm going with him.
So we got 2 Ngannous, and I'm not mad at it. I think we had another coach say Ngannou. We had 2 coaches say Ngannou. It's a good fight. It's a good fight. Briz, I'm gonna pull you out, pull you back in. I got somebody coming in, adding some new callers in here. Never know what you're gonna get, you know.
Real quick, Bob, I would never choose Ngannou over Usyk, though. You want this so crazy? I would never choose Ngannou over any of those guys I mentioned in the 90s. And I concur. I got Tommy Morrison wiping him out. Tommy the Duke Morrison with that left hook. Michael Moore, the best southpaw heavyweight I've ever seen. That guy had a jab. That guy just like Tommy's not. That's for sure. Tommy was a hell of a fighter. He fought. Fighter, but he also got his ass whooped a lot too. Yeah, but look at the division. Look at the era he fought at. Look what he fought. Man, that's the excuse because that's the era he fought in. That's why Malone and John Stockton never got a chip, right? Tommy, don't get me wrong. Tommy won't knock out. He won't beat. I won't pick Tommy over all the heavyweights today. But I picked Tommy to knock out Andy Ruiz. Nah, bro, that's not happening.
Yo, so you guys have been talking mad shit about Ivan Robinson. So here he is.
No, I ain't been talking mad shit about me.
They've been talking crazy about you, bro.
Man, I ain't say nothing about you, Bob. Don't let me stir the pot. I ain't say nothing about you. Me neither, bro. You from Philly, so I gotta ride with you. I ain't say nothing. Mill's playing funny right now. Mighty Ivy, what's up, man? I see you train my boy King. I see you train King Erner, man. King Erner with the honorable uppercut. Yeah, I'm fucking with the boy King. That's my man. Yeah. He's a funny guy, man. That's my guy. Yeah, that's my dude. Yeah. So what's good with y'all, man? I see y'all on live talking, y'all stuff talking about these crazy heavyweights out here in the world.
Talk your shit, Robinson. Talk your shit.
Nah. That's something I don't do, my man. I don't talk shit.
Well then,
I just try to keep it real.
So then keep this real. When my man Low Nose came out and said the heavyweight division back in the day was a little bit more mobile. The guys were more mobile, more athletic. What do you think about that versus the heavyweights now?
The heavyweights now is trash. Cheers to you, brother. But the heavyweights today is not like the heavyweights of my era. None of the heavyweights today are not like my era. The only one that price of a haircut and gas. Say that again? Neither is the price of a haircut and gas.
Shout out to my man KD. KD, stay on here so we can put you on the panel as well, bro.
The only really true heavyweight out there today that I feel that may be about something, and he really made me feel bad was the king, the Gypsy King, or the King Gypsy, whatever you want to call him, was Tyson Fury, because he's a true heavyweight. He's a big true heavyweight. He has all the faculties. He fights really good. But this last fight, I don't know what he was thinking about. And it happens. We all done it. I have done it too. We get into a fight, or we have a fight, and we go into a fight, and we go through stuff. All right, can I ask you something, OG? Go ahead. So you don't think that King Kong Ortiz was a skilled fighter? Oh yeah, I think yeah. I mean, think of Frank Sanchez, man. What do you think about Usyk? Like, let's not just say one person, man, because I'm a student of the game. So for me, I'm a student of the game too. But when you ask me, But when you actually don't think about these guys, or you don't put these guys on your radar, then you don't talk about them. Because my thing is this: I'm like you. I'm a student of the game too. But these guys are guys that you have to think about all the time. These are guys that you have to keep in your computer bank all the time. These are guys that you don't once in a blue moon talk about. You don't talk about Frank Sanchez today and don't talk about him 6 months. This is the guy you talk about. Yeah, I know, but this is the guy you talk about all the time. This ain't a guy you talk about in January, and you don't talk about him until November. You talk about this guy all the time. You know what I'm saying? And I understand what you're saying. Yeah, these are guys that are good. Yeah, I like Frank Sanchez. I think he should fight more competitive guys. I think he should be in the mix with other guys. I think Ortiz should be in the mix with other guys.
Okay, can I ask you another one there right quick since we're talking about it? Let's just keep it right, man, because I don't like people shitting on my heavyweight division right now. Because I'm telling you like this, that boy Zhang, he could ball with the best of them too.
Yeah,
Let's talk about Godzilla, Zhang.
Yeah, definitely. I think so too.
Okay, then. Come on, now, my heavyweight division, man. I'm just getting started now.
Okay, no doubt. Hey, I'm with you, baby boy. I'm with you. I think, really, honestly, what I think should happen, I think that they should put all the main big heavyweights. They should put them all in a goddamn pot or in a hat. Put their names all in the hat and stir it up, roll it around, whatever the case may be, and pick their names out and let them all fight each other.
Okay.
Not pick and see who they should fight, who they think they should fight, or who should run away from each other. Put them in the pot and let them all fight.
All right, can I ask the host a question?
Huh?
Can I ask the host a question? Mill.
The host, what?
Talk to me.
Mill, do you see a Tyson, a King Kong, a Zhang, a Frank Sanchez beating anyone in the 90s?
Frank Sanchez beating anybody in the 90s?
Yeah. Do you see him beating like a Riddick Bowe? Do you see him beating like a Tommy? Do you see him?
No, not those names.
Okay. Do you see King Kong doing it?
Hell no.
You don't see Ortiz beating anybody?
I think I'm not saying that he can't beat anybody, okay, but not those names you just mentioned.
What about Zhang?
Zhang's a bad boy. We made a lot of money with Zhang this year. We good friends.
All right. Do you see Zhang doing anything or no?
Hell yeah.
What about Usyk?
I think Zhang knocks out Wilder.
Oh yeah, easy work. I mean, do you? But I'm talking about the 90s now. Do you see Usyk doing anything in the 90s?
Actually.
Yeah, Ortiz 5 years ago. Yeah.
I mean, I could see Usyk doing something. I also see that the guys that the heavyweight division back in the days had a lot of grit. So I don't know if Usyk got that type of grit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Then if I may, the reason why I'm flipping the script here and I'm asking you the question is because obviously
Usyk's outskilling these heavyweights.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I think as well. I just don't think he's the fight that I would pay premium dollar to watch is Zhang versus Usyk. That's the only fight I want to see. If it ain't that fight, then I'm kind of like all
right. Like a Usyk and Holyfield. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a good fight. I favor Holyfield though.
So do I.
Like I favor Holyfield in that fight, but that's a good fight. You know what I'm saying? Guys ruling the cruiserweight division, moving up, capturing titles, and that's a fire fight. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Blind Faith for sure.
All right, I want to add because OG. So if we since we demolished the heavyweight division right now, do you believe that there's any division right now that's comparable to any historical other divisions historically? Like, can you take the welterweights now and put them back there historically? Can you take them and transition them? What's the one division that you could see unilaterally holding their own weight or do we have to just pick out specific fighters?
You mean like nowadays? Is there a fight that I would want to see two fighters fight each other from back then?
No. Because we were comparing heavyweights now to heavyweights back then, right? If I took the welterweight division and I smacked it back there with back to the 80s, do you think that the welterweight division now beats the 80s welterweight division?
The welterweights down back then.
Yeah, I'm talking about when we had the Sean Porters, when we had the Danny Garcias, when Earl Spence was at his peak, the Terrence Crawford, you know what I'm saying? The one time Keith Thurman's versus the welterweights back in the day.
I don't think they would have beat us. But I think they would have been some great fights back then. There would have been some hella fights back then. I could pick out like welterweights. I could pick out like 4 or 5 great welterweights back then. That would have been great fights.
What do you think, Mill?
Some great fights, man.
There been some hella fights back then, man.
Super fights.
When people are saying that because we got into the comparing of the era based off of him asking about the upcoming week fights, which was the Joshua and the Beterbiev and the Smith, and then let's even get back to that real quick just to keep Mill City's page on track. Who do you have for the Beterbiev and the Colin Smith?
Benavidez and Colin Smith.
No. Beterbiev. Where is he from?
Canada.
From Canada.
Yeah, Canada. I like Benavidez.
Yeah, you think he stopped Smith?
That's a great question.
Better be.
Yeah, shit. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Late.
Mill, how do you feel?
Yeah, I feel the same way. I feel like it probably won't even be too late. I mean, probably get him in there. I mean, late, yeah, not too late. Probably like 8.
Yeah. I'm thinking like 6 or 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt the same way. I felt like Beterbiev is going to get him out before the 6th round, if not the 6th round at the latest, because I don't think that he can endure the punishment. Even though Buddy's adding toolage to him, I don't think that he's going to be able to take this old dog. And I believe that this is just a stepping stool for Beterbiev to become a household name or a contender officially. You know what I'm saying? I think Smith is just now the gatekeeper.
Right.
Do you feel that he's the gatekeeper, Mill?
Smith?
Yeah.
Hell no. He only got 1 loss for Canelo.
So, all right. So, what do you see unraveling?
He's not even that old either.
I mean, I feel like the whole bloodline of his family is not. There's not much equity there. I feel like they are just polished gatekeepers. That's just my personal opinion. But obviously, you know what I'm saying? This is just my perspective. So Beterbiev wins this fight, and then he fights against Bivol. And how do you see that unveiling, OG?
Say it again? My fault.
Beterbiev versus Demetrius Bivol.
That's a tough. It's kind of tough. They both. I don't want to say it's a rock'em sock'em fight, but I take Bivol.
And Neil, who are you standing with?
I think determining on what happens this fight this weekend, if he gets him out of there in 6 and 7, like Mighty says, then we're gonna have to really look at that pressure being a lot for Bivol. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that Callum can do what Bivol does, but he is longer than Bivol. And he has decent. The one thing that I did see Buddy work with Callum, he's given the white boy rhythm.
He has.
He's given the white boy some rhythm, and I think, and we all know in boxing, rhythm and timing can outsmart someone that's faster than you. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that Better Beef is faster, because I think with the sharpness and the speed, I think you would have to give it to Callum, but it's not a big difference in speed.
And is Smith and Bivol around the same height?
No, Callum Smith's probably like an inch above him or two.
Because I would say this would be a predecessor to that fight as far as with volume of punches.
Yeah, Callum's the tallest light heavyweight right now.
Okay. Yeah,
and in the top 10.
So we see Demetrius and Better Beef fight. So if Better Beef, let's say he takes the L, who do you see for Bivol next?
I mean, Bivol has one loss. I mean, he's in a unique situation due to the fact he's one of the smallest light heavyweights. So, I mean, him speaking upon wanting to entertain a super middleweight, you would have to applaud that too, because there's a lot of talent there. There's more talent at the super middleweight division than the light heavyweight.
All right.
So you would have to respect it.
So right now, if we take Bivol, and what's he at? What, 75 right now?
Yep.
No, yeah, 75. So who else is in that division right now at 75?
I mean, we have a lot of guys there. The notable name is Bivol and Better Beef are the top head guys. I mean, we see that Benavidez most likely will move up eventually, really, really, really soon. And I also think that the kid Morrell eventually will move up to 175 as well. So I mean, there's not, like, when we talk about the big names, most of these guys at 175 moved up to cruiserweight.
Yeah, they have. And the cats from 68 are starting to move up. I think
the Ramirez's, the Joe Smiths, they all moved up.
And I do think that too, if and when the Mexican Monster moves up, I think he's going to be better at 75 than he was at 68.
Possibly.
Because I think that the cut also depletes him a little bit in his performance. I think if he's in his natural state or he has a little bit of leeway, he might be able to perform better. But the one thing that I wanted to touch base on, man, before I got off of here was this Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence, man. What is going to happen for the foreseeable future? Because we know that he's not going to be able to train for the remaining 8 to 10 weeks because of his eye. Earl Spence, because he had the surgery.
Actually, if you asking me, me and Derrick James were teammates for the last 8 years. We made that 89 and 92 run. Earl had a great run. For whatever reason, I don't know what the reason was, and no disrespect, I really don't care. I mean, the kid made good money. He had a nice run. Like I said, he made good money. I mean, all champions, even myself, it comes to a point you hit a brick wall. For whatever reason it is, it's your time. It comes. Take it for what it is. The brother had a great run. He made some good money. His family is good. I know he's good. Man, call it for what it is. You only got one loss in your career. I know you got good money. If you can, move up to 54, 60. If you can make some good money at that way, go ahead and do it and then keep it moving. But honestly, I think his career is shot right now. I don't think he can. I don't think he's going to capture what he captured at 47. He may capture just a little at 54, 60. Go ahead and capture that and keep it moving. I don't think he's going to capture whatever he's going to capture at 47 at a bigger weight with Terrence Crawford. I don't think he's going to beat Terrence Crawford at 54. So he's just about to move on. I don't think Terrence Crawford is going to. Honestly, I don't think that Terrence Crawford can beat my man Jerron Ennis at 54 at 47. I don't think he get back down to 47. I don't think he get back down to 47. What? I don't think he can get back down to 47. What? I don't think Bud can get back down. What you don't make no sense. I don't think he get back down to 46. See how big he is? Oh, man. He's too big, man. Hey, listen, man. I respect you, what you done for the sport, you know what I'm saying? But you just gonna say that Boots is gonna beat Terrence Crawford in what lifetime? 2024, nigga. All right. Let me go ahead and say this right quick before I get myself off of here, man. You guys go ahead and smash that like button. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe if you haven't, man. You know what I'm saying? This is the home of the high-level professional boxing media. You know what I'm saying? Let's give it up for Mill for the great interviews, for everything that he does. Let's give him his flowers for a second. So let's go on ahead and wait for everybody. Go ahead, hit that like button, bro. Hit that like button. Just click on it, and then put on the notifications. You know what I'm saying? Send some donations because this shit ain't free. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, man, I appreciate you, man. I got to get up out of here, man. I got stuff I got to do. But before I go, I think you answered 2 questions for me real quick, Mel?
Let's go. Send it.
Right. Do you think that this, have you shot out to Bibble's camp yet? Have you reached out to Better Beef or any of them to try to get interview?
I reached out to Better Beef's camp.
Yeah, because I would love. I'm just saying it because personally, I would love to see that type of that interview. You feel me? Something like one of them. And then the other thing was, where do you stand currently within like a minute response? Where do you stand with this Terrence Crawford and Earl Spencer?
I don't think we get the rematch.
No.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get the rematch. I don't even know if Spencer's gonna, fight anymore either.
Damn. Yeah, I had a feeling of that, man. Well, I appreciate period. Yeah, period. Period. 0-0. It's not he done. Well, no, that's crazy.
I mean, talk to him. And put me on with an interview with him as well. I'll tell you one thing. Nobody want to be blind.
Yeah. You remember Sugar Ray Leonard, man? Leonard ain't go blind. Yeah.
Leonard didn't go blind, but Leonard didn't make the money that Errol Spence made either.
And Leonard had feet and had movement that Earl doesn't have. True. James, as much as Derek don't teach the feet the way.
And Leonard got paid. Don't get it twisted, but not the way Spence is getting paid.
We know that James teaches a very flat-footed fighter. He doesn't teach that rhythmic Sugar Ray Leonard movement. He ain't in there moving like Apollo Creed. You know what I'm saying? We know that. But I love y'all, man. I appreciate you, Mill City. Thank you so much for the opportunity again, man. You've been nothing but the truest. And I sent you a Mill City little flyer thing in the DM, so you can go look at that later.
All right, my guy. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Go.
Take it easy, fellas. Much love to y'all. It's the one and only Millcityboxing, home of the high-level pro boxing media, the Fighters Channel, the Trainers Channel, the People's Channel. Much love to everybody that tapped in. Appreciate each and every single one of y'all. But I got to go. I got to take care of some business. My lady out there sick, so I got to go out there. You know what I'm saying? She coughing off a lung and stuff like that. Got out of work early, you know what I'm saying? Little baby. But smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Much love to y'all. Appreciate you guys for tapping in. Let me know what y'all think about the setup. Like, let me know what y'all think about the setup. The little light fixture, the little TV, the whole thing, you know. Let me know what y'all think. Smash the like button, subscribe, and we'll probably be back on tonight or so. Much love to y'all. God bless. On to the next.